Did you know some things you do every day quietly make your life shorter? Most people think only big things hurt us, like smoking, getting very sick, or having a bad accident. But the truth is, small, quiet habits that come with age can hurt us the most without us even noticing. And what's more surprising, some of these habits aren't even on most people's radar. In this video, we're going to walk through 8 things that silently steal your lifespan, little patterns and choices that can add up to years lost. You might expect to hear about things like staying up too late. And yes, that's on the list, but it's only number 3. What ranks number 1 will probably surprise you, because it's not about diet, sleep, or exercise. It's something many people carry with them for decades without realizing it's hurting them. Stay with me until the end, because I'm not just going to tell you what these 8 dangers are. I'm going to show you how they affect your health, your relationships, and your quality of life. And most importantly, what you can start doing today to turn the tide. If you've ever felt like you're doing all the right things and still not feeling your best, or if you've simply been wondering what more you can do to protect your body and mind as you age, this video will give you a fresh perspective. Now, let's get started. Number 1. Bottling up emotions. You might not think your emotions could cost you years of life, but they can. Holding in anger, swallowing grief, pretending you're fine when you're not. These quiet habits don't just weigh on your heart. They quietly wear down your body. Over time, repressed feelings trigger chronic stress responses, elevated blood pressure, inflammation, and weakened immunity. And because the damage happens slowly, most people never connect the dots until something breaks down. Many of us were raised to be strong, to suck it up, or to keep our feelings to ourselves, especially men of our generation. We were taught that emotions were a sign of weakness. But now we know better. Science has shown again and again that emotional suppression shortens lifespan just as much as smoking or poor sleep. It turns into ulcers, fatigue, heart disease, and memory problems. The brain and the body can only carry so much silence before they start. Speaking for you in symptoms, I remember a man named Alan, 81, who lost his wife after 50 years together. He never cried, never talked about it, just said he was managing. But within 6 months, he had developed chronic headaches, insomnia, and stomach trouble. It wasn't until his daughter gently encouraged him to join a small grief group at the community center that things shifted. He told me later, "I didn't realize how much I was holding in until I heard myself say it out loud." Sometimes healing doesn't begin until the words finally come. And this isn't just about grief. It's about daily life. Being angry, but not speaking up. Feeling afraid, but pretending you're not. Carrying regret, shame, or guilt without release. These things aid you from the inside out. They keep your nervous system on edge. They interrupt sleep, slow digestion, and impair your body's ability to repair itself. Emotional honesty isn't indulgent, it's vital. So, what can you do? Start by noticing. When something upsets you, don't push it down. Write it down. Speak to someone you trust. You don't have to turn your life into a therapy session, but you do need space to be human. Even 10 minutes of reflection a day can ease your internal pressure. And over time, that can mean more energy, better health, and yes, even a longer life. Letting your feelings out doesn't make you less strong. It makes you more whole. And the more whole you are, the more years you're likely to enjoy, not just survive. Number 2. Neglecting close relationships. One of the most powerful predictors of a long life isn't what you eat or how much you exercise. It's how connected you feel to the people around you. And yet, as we age, it's all too easy to let relationships drift. Friends move away, people pass on, family gets busy. Before you know it, you're spending more time alone than with others. And that quiet isolation, whether it's physical or emotional, can start stealing years from your life. Loneliness isn't just unpleasant, it's toxic. Researchers now compare chronic loneliness to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It weakens your immune system, raises your blood pressure, increases inflammation, and makes you more vulnerable to everything from dementia to heart disease. And what makes it so dangerous is how invisible it can be. You don't have to live alone to feel lonely. You just have to feel unseen, unheard, or disconnected. I once knew a woman named Marie, 77. She had family nearby and neighbors who waved hello, but she confessed that no one really knew what her days were like. I go to the store. I smile at people, but no one really talks to me. She said she didn't want to bother anyone, so she kept things polite, surface level. It wasn't until she joined a local volunteer group just once a week that she realized how much she'd been craving real connection. Her energy lifted. Her sleep improved. She started laughing again. And all it took was one place where she could be herself, not just be polite. Relationships don't have to be perfect to be powerful. Even one meaningful connection can improve your health and lengthen your life. It might be a friend, a sibling, a neighbor, or even someone you meet through a shared interest. What matters is presence. Someone who listens. Someone who cares if you're having a hard day. Someone who reminds you that you matter. If it's been a while since you've had a real conversation, not about the weather, but about how you're truly doing, reach out, write a letter, make a call, join something small, even if it feels awkward at first. It's never too late to rebuild your circle. And the reward isn't just feeling better today, it's adding more tomorrows. Because connection isn't just nice to have, it's a form of medicine. And the more of it you make room for, the more life you give back to yourself. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, consistently staying up late. You've probably heard that sleep is important, but what many people don't realize is just how much staying up late night after night can slowly steal years from your life. We're not talking about the occasional late bedtime. We're talking about the pattern, the habit of pushing sleep off to watch one more episode, scroll a little longer, or catch up on things that could have waited for the morning. Over time, this pattern quietly weakens your body in ways that often go unnoticed until it's too late. When you stay up late consistently, you're not just cutting into your sleep time, you're disrupting your circadian rhythm. That's the internal clock that tells your body when to rest, repair, and recover. And when that clock gets out of sync, everything else starts to slip: your immune system, your metabolism, your memory, even your mood. Sleep isn't just rest, it's restoration. And without enough of it, especially the deep early night sleep, your body begins to break down faster than it should. There was a man I once knew named Clifford, 74, who used to joke that he'd sleep when he was dead. He stayed up past midnight every night reading news articles, sometimes playing card games online. It felt harmless, but over the years, his energy dropped. He caught colds more often, and eventually developed heart issues as doctor linked to chronic sleep disruption. By the time he tried to fix his sleep, the damage had already started. "I didn't think it mattered," he said, "until it did. And the damage isn't always physical. Poor sleep affects decision, focus, and emotional resilience. You get irritable, forgetful, slower to react. It chips away at the sharpness and calm you need to navigate life well. And over time, that makes everything feel harder. If you're someone who's gotten used to staying up late, you don't have to overhaul everything overnight. Start small. Try moving bedtime back by just 15 minutes. Turn off screens an hour before bed. Use softer lighting in the evening. Your body wants to sleep. It's wired to heal during that time. You just need to give it the right conditions. And remember, sleep isn't wasted time. It's one of the most powerful tools you have to protect your brain, your heart, and your lifespan. The earlier you sleep, the more time your body has to restore what the day wore down. It's not a luxury. It's essential. And when you honor it, your body honors you back. Number 4. Skipping regular checkups. Many people reach a certain age and start thinking, I've lived this long. I must be doing something right. And while there's truth in that, it can also become a trap. Skipping your checkups because you feel fine might seem harmless, but that decision could quietly cost you years. By the time you feel something, it may already be advanced. That's what makes this so dangerous. It's not the symptom you notice, it's the silent problem you don't. After 60, your body changes faster than you think. Blood pressure rises more easily. Bones thin. Vision shifts. Certain cancers develop quietly, without early warning signs. And while many of these issues are manageable when caught early, they can become life-altering or even life-ending if left undetected. A 10-minute test could make the difference between simple treatment and major intervention. I once met a man named Leonard, 76, who hadn't seen a doctor in over a decade. "I hate hospitals," he said. "I'm not going unless something's broken." But one day, he fainted while walking his dog. Turned out he had undiagnosed diabetes and dangerously low blood pressure. His condition was treatable, but the delay made recovery harder than it had to be. "If I'd just gone in sooner," he told me, "this wouldn't have scared my family half to death." Checkups aren't just about catching disease. They're about giving you peace of mind. A quick blood test can reassure you. A basic heart scan might reveal early risk. An eye exam can protect you from a fall. These appointments aren't overreactions. They're acts of self-respect, and they're also an act of love. Because when you take care of your health, you're also taking care of the people who depend on you, your spouse, your children, your friends. You're saying, "I'm still in this. I still care about my future." That message matters more than you know. So don't wait until something feels wrong. Prevention is quiet, but so is danger. Make the appointment. Ask the question. Get the scan. You don't need to go overboard. You just need to stay aware, because when it comes to health, what you don't know really can hurt you. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 5. Sitting too long every day. You might think sitting is harmless, but in truth, too much of it can quietly chip away at your health, like a slow leak you don't notice until the damage is done. Even if you exercise once a day, long hours of sitting, especially in one place without breaks, can increase your risk for heart disease, diabetes, blood clots, and even early death. What's worse, you often don't feel the damage until years later. Modern life is built around sitting. We sit to eat. We sit to read. We sit to rest, to watch, to wait. But the human body wasn't built for stillness. It was built for movement. And when your body stays idle too long, your circulation slows, your metabolism drops, and inflammation rises. That combination can silently affect every system in your body, from your brain to your bones. I remember a man named Glenn, 79, who prided himself on doing a daily walk around the block. But outside of that, he spent most of the day in his recliner watching the news, playing solitaire, dozing off. Over time, his ankles began to swell, his blood sugar crept up, and he felt more sluggish overall. His doctor told him, "It's not just about the walk. It's about what your body's doing the other 23 hours. The solution doesn't have to be dramatic. You don't need to run marathons or join a gym. Just stand up every hour, stretch your arms, walk around the house, do a few heel raises at the sink. Even light activity can help reactivate your circulation and protect your joints and muscles." These small movements repeated often add up to real protection. Also, be mindful of the environments that trap you into stillness. Your favorite chair is comforting, yes, but if it keeps you in one place for hours at a time, it might be quietly stealing your vitality. Make it a rule after every meal. Take a few steps. During TV time, stand during the commercials. Put a reminder on your phone or a sticky note on the wall. Your body needs gentle nudges, and it will thank you for every one. Staying active isn't about youth, it's about longevity. And the more you move, the longer and stronger your life becomes, not just in years, but in quality. Because movement, no matter how small, is a vote for staying in the game. And it's never too late to start. Number 6. Eating while distracted. For most of us, mealtime used to be an event, something you sat down for, focused on, maybe even shared with others. But over time, those lines started to blur. The TV stayed on. Phones came to the table. Meals became rushed or background to something else. And when that happens often enough, it turns eating into something automatic. And that's where the trouble begins. When you eat without paying attention, your body gets confused. You chew faster, swallow more air, and often eat more than you realize. You don't register fullness properly. You don't taste your food the same way. And you lose the ability to tell what your body actually needs. This mindless eating pattern often leads to weight gain, blood sugar spikes, poor digestion, and long-term metabolic issues. Not because the food is always bad, but because the way you're eating disconnects you from what's happening in your body. I once met a woman named Teresa, 73, who'd gained nearly 20 pounds over the course of 2 years. She didn't eat fast food. She didn't snack constantly. But she had developed the habit of eating her meals in front of the television every day. "I don't even remember finishing most of my plates," she said. When she started turning off the TV and eating at the table again, something changed. She ate slower. She felt full sooner, and she started losing weight without even changing what was on her plate. Mindful eating doesn't have to be complicated. It just means slowing down and being present. Take a moment to look at your food, smell it, chew it fully. Put your fork down between bites. Ask yourself if you're still hungry halfway through. These little pauses bring your awareness back and help your body do what it was designed to do. Signal when you've had enough. And there's another layer to this. Eating with intention not only helps your physical health, it helps your emotional health. When you give your meals the respect of your full attention, it tells your brain this matters. I matter. That shift can reduce stress, improve digestion, and make eating feel like nourishment instead of just fuel. So, if meals have become something you rush through, reclaim them. Turn off the distractions. Sit down, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Enjoy your food. You'll be surprised how quickly your body responds, and how much more energy and clarity you feel throughout the day. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, Please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 7. Living with constant noise. You may not think of noise as a health issue, but the truth is, constant background noise can slowly take a toll on your body in ways you might never expect. Whether it's the television playing all day, traffic outside your window, or even appliances humming in the background, your brain and body notice every sound, even when you don't. Chronic noise keeps your nervous system slightly activated, like an engine that never fully turns off. Your heart rate stays a little higher. Your blood pressure creeps up. Your sleep becomes lighter. And over time, this subtle tension builds. It can lead to fatigue, anxiety, difficulty focusing, and an increased risk of heart disease. And because it feels normal, most people never realize how much better they could feel without it. She thought it was just part of aging. But during a wellness seminar, she learned about circadian rhythm disruption and decided to make one small change. She started turning off all artificial light by 9 p.m. and swapped her bedside lamp for a softer amber bulb. Within 2 weeks, she started falling asleep faster and staying asleep. Her mood lifted, her digestion improved, and she said, "I didn't know how tired I was until I finally rested." Sleep isn't just about how long you're in bed. It's about the signals your body receives beforehand. If your brain thinks it's still daytime, it won't release the chemicals needed to wind down. And if you repeat that pattern for years, the damage can accumulate quietly, stealing energy, clarity, and even time from your life. To protect yourself, start small. Dim your lights an hour before bed. Use warm, soft lighting. Avoid screens or use a blue light filter. Cover electronic displays. Make your bedroom as dark and quiet as possible. And if you need a nightlight for safety, choose one that's red or amber, not white or blue. Your body thrives on rhythm. When you honor that rhythm, you give yourself the best chance to heal, restore, and grow stronger with age. Because a good night's sleep isn't just restful, it's regenerative. And giving your body true darkness might be one of the most unexpected yet powerful gifts you can offer for a longer, healthier life. Hector, final thoughts. As we wrap up this video, take a moment to think about which of these 8 habits may have quietly crept into your own life. Were you surprised by what ranked higher or lower than you expected? For many people, staying up late or skipping checkups gets the spotlight. But it's often the invisible patterns like bottled-up emotions or too much noise that carry the heaviest weight. The good news is none of these habits are permanent. Every single one can be changed. And the moment you become aware of them, that's when the power shifts. That's when your time, energy, and health begin coming back into your hands. So, which one will you work on this week? Maybe you'll reach out to someone you've lost touch with. Maybe you'll start turning off the lights a little earlier, or finally make that doctor's appointment you've been putting off. These changes don't have to be huge to be meaningful. Small steps lead to big results, especially when they're done consistently with care. You deserve a long life, yes, but more than that, you deserve a good one. Clear, connected, calm, and full of purpose. These 8 habits may have been stealing from you without your permission, but now you see them, and that means you can stop them. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.